The ultimate is broadband. Not only is video great, but everything is great at those speeds. And that's where you can watch movies and do TV. So that's the holy grail.
Just ask the people using the internet. And I don't know, maybe you'd seen that. You've got some snazzy connection to the internet, but real people they laugh about how slow it is.
And that's what we're talking about today. Low transmission speeds, clogged networks, and overtaxed machinery that make your net surfing slow. But there are several solutions on the horizon that promise to get us out of the slow lane and truly on the info highway.
The crucial part to most internet connections is the modem, the little box that receives web pages through the phone lines. If you have one now, the chances are its top speed is 28.8 kilobits per second or slower. But recent technological advances have been able to double that, creating the new 56K modems. This is the way information travels across the internet today. There are 3 different conversions from analog to digital signals between your internet service provider, your telephone company, and your computer. If we eliminate one of those conversions, information can travel much faster, and one of the new modems in your home can receive that information at twice the speed of a standard modem. So the plus side to these new boxes is they're available on store shelves today and can help you connect at close to twice the speed you already probably have. There's a serious drawback, though. The new modems may not always work with each other. There are several competing standards being used, and they are incompatible. Manufacturers are promising to work it out, but it might take several months.
So how does someone know which modem to buy?
Well, the best thing to do is check first with your internet service provider on which standards they support. Eventually, there will be a standard 56K modem protocol, and the manufacturers will release software upgrades so they can all talk to one another.
Now, if doubling your speed isn't quite fast enough for you right now, you might want to try dialing the phone company. They'll introduce you to something called ISDN for a pretty penny. ISDN, or Integrated Service Digital Network lines, are installed by the phone company in addition to the ones you already have. They provide speeds up to 4 times faster than the average 28.8 connection. Now, the initial installation can run into the hundreds of dollars. Monthly costs range anywhere from $30 to $50, but for some users, the costs are worth it. The digital nature of ISDN eliminates the analog line noise that can slow transmissions and trash connections. ISDN can also be used for voice and data simultaneously, so you can make a phone call or receive a fax while files download. The plus side to ISDN is obviously speeds 4 to 5 times faster than today's 28.8 modems at 128.8 kilobits per second. It also lets you use your phone line to do more than just one thing at once. The downside, of course, is that the installation process can get a bit complicated. It can cost you anywhere from $25 to $95 more a month.
Those high costs have meant ISDN solutions have been targeted primarily at business customers. But there's an even faster solution planned to ease the traffic jam for home users. It's a concept called ADSL. The phone companies have a plan for souping up the phone lines you already have coming into your house through a technology called ADSL, Asymmetrical Digital Subscriber Line. The reason it's asymmetrical is the speed at which you get information is much faster than the rate at which you can send it. The speeds are still pretty impressive. They aren't just thousands of bits, but millions of bits per second. You'll need a special modem at home, but the phone companies need to install special equipment on their end. Right now, connection speeds slow the farther you get from the phone center. So once again, the pluses for ADSL are it can come through the same copper wire you already have coming into your home, and the speeds can range anywhere from 1.5 to 8 megabits per second. It is still not going to be available for another few months, and the subscription prices are expected to be in the $100 a month category.
Now, if phone company solutions aren't fast enough for you yet, there's an even larger pipe already wired into millions of homes. The same cable that brings you the channels to watch this show are now starting to deliver internet content. Cable modems are hoping to help the internet catch up. Using the high bandwidth of coaxial cables, up to 10 megabits per second, major players in the cable world, including TCI and Time Warner, are already beginning to offer super high-speed internet connections to homes across America.
This page would take normally over 4 minutes of time to download on a regular 14.4 modem, and it came in as soon as I asked for it.
Part of the trick is what's called memory caching, where the cable modem companies try to predict the most popular sites you'll surf and get it to you faster because it's already in their system, much the same way your browser stores the last few sites you visited into its memory. So the upside is your connection would come through your existing TV cable, speeds of up to 10 megabits per second, hundreds of times faster than what you get through your existing modem. And the downsides are, well, the infrastructure needed to deliver full-speed two-way communication through cable is still being built.
We should add that the speeds we're speaking of here are under the best computing conditions. Your actual experiences with any of the technologies might vary significantly. We should also add that these are some of the most popular solutions to net gridlock. There are other concepts such as wireless satellite delivery and delivery through television and radio signals that are also emerging.
Just ahead on CNET Central, we'll speed test some of those boxes and see just how fast they really are. And use that extra speed for more than just work. We'll take a look at the latest in gaming on the net.
The little secret of the internet is that most of it stinks at 28.8.
I think bandwidth ought to be like pizza. You should pick up the phone and order it and say, "I'd like a lot of bandwidth, please," and maybe they'll give you a pizza along with.
On CNET, the digital domain.
The Best of the Web is brought to you by MCI One. Life just got simpler.
There's nothing worse than waiting for a web page to download, only to find out that it's not really worth it. But some sites are worth the wait, and here to help speed your surfing are our picks for this week's Best of the Web. First, we race over to Vertical Online. Jam-packed with mountain biking thrills and spills, you'll find this site dishes out plenty of off-road fun. Head to the mountain biking capital of the world in Northern California for a quick-time VR tour and a ride through its rugged mountain terrain. Then shred over to the video gallery for clips on everything from downhill racing to mountain bike design. And for those who want to share their own biking experiences, submit your adventure in their digital guest book. You'll find entries from all over the world. Are you ready for a snowboarding adventure? Well, surf over to the Fresh and Tasty zine for some radical snowboarding entertainment. This site touts itself as the quintessential snowboarding site for women on the web. Meet the top female snowboarders from all over the world. Click on profiles, view happening photos, and visit other cool cyberboarder links. And for the inline scoop online, skate over to rollerblade.com. Check out the latest in high-tech gear or download video tips for maintaining your rollerblades. From wheel rotation to brake pad replacement, you'll find all kinds of goodies at this site. And if you're looking for the best places to skate in your state, visit their interactive skate park directory for a local listing. For more Best of the Web, visit cnet.com. There you'll also find a site devoted to environmental activism and a site as big as the great outdoors.